I learned from Strong Rock from a good friend of mine. Our kids basically played recreation baseball together, and her kids were here already, and I was looking for a school. Every year, I always kind of assess and see what Christian schools are in the area. And she told me that she loved the school. She thought that it would be a good fit for them. So I decided to apply. Well, my daughter first. She was fourth grade, and then of course later my son, seventh grade.
Nice. Good. So as a parent, talk a little bit about your role, your involvement with the school over the years.
My daughter, basically, she loved music, so and art. So she's always involved in music and art, chorus, plays, drama productions, that type of thing. A little bit of sports. My son was a sports fanatic, so sports all year round, strength training, a little bit of chorus here and there, but just always involved with the sports aspect and the drama department. So.
Very good. So how do you describe the vision or the mission or the heartbeat of the school?
For us, the mission and vision was definitely Christ, family, in school. An extension of basically what we teach, what they know and what they love about home. An extension basically flows over to Strong Rock. So whatever we taught, whatever they knew about God, about their families, and about learning academically, this was just an extension of what they were getting from home. And that was very important. And it's hard to find that in a lot of places. So.
Very good. So yeah, talk about evangelism, discipleship. That's the Great Commission. You know, usually parents have faith, and you're hoping that it becomes theirs. So how did that work in the process?
I guess for us, it was, well, I guess it could be a little different because we were in a situation where I was going through a divorce or transition, and the kids, I was in the process of basically removing them and moving to another part of town. They were praying, and they had all of their friends praying. They had other people praying for them so they could stay at the school. So everything pretty much changed in our lives except for the school. So their heart was, everything else has changed in our lives, but we want that one constant. And Strong Rock was the one constant for them.
That's good.
So.
Now in the center. There we go. Awesome. So talk about ways to get involved and support a school like this, the importance of supporting Christian education.
Definitely, if you have children, bringing them here because it's great. It's excellent for academics, excellent for getting them started and also nurturing the soul aspect and their just relationship aspect with God. Basically, the money aspect, because that's a big thing for parents like myself who needed assistance along the way, and other people coming alongside of you like the school and helping to support that. Being a part of the different departments, helping the teachers, helping anywhere in administration, because there's always some place where you can volunteer and help with your time and your talents. So
that's good. So why do you do what you do? What gets you up in the morning?
I guess the love that I have with my Heavenly Father, that's the strong thing that gets me up every day. My children, my faith, getting to know people, because I love people. I'm a people person. I love to talk. So being able to work with others, being able to learn and grow and support others. I think that's probably the biggest thing, being able to love and support other people like they've loved and supported us.
So. That's a good point. So a follow-up question to the staff, the faculty. Talk about that, the special kind of people it takes to be on the front lines working with these kids day in and day out.
Oh, it takes a lot. If it definitely takes a special person to work in an environment where you're dealing with a lot of children, a lot of kids, a lot of personalities, a lot of challenges in a lot of ways. It definitely takes a person that loves God and that loves or has a heart on thriving towards growing. So for children, I love the academic piece and I love the God piece. I love for them to be able to grasp those two and take a hold of it. And I think the support staff and the administration does a really good job with helping them to live out and to grow in their faith and their academics. That's like two major cornerstones. Like my children now, my daughter just went to college and my son's been in there for 2 years. And that's the biggest piece for them foundationally that's helped them along the way, especially when they run into bumps in the road. That's been major. So if you can learn that and grasp that and hold on to that with the support of your teachers like here, that's like major. Because when you go through, and it's not a matter of if you go through a hard time, it's when, that's when you fall back to, okay, God, you got to help me, and I got to keep striving academically. So
that's good. So we live in a world where government, school, public schools, the agendas, the doctrine that they're teaching. Talk about the difference between the importance of Christian education versus the world's education system.
Well, my son in second grade, he had a really bad accident with his mouth. He had to stay out of school for about a month to let him heal. And a couple times I had to visit the public school that he was in, and it was just, what I saw was very strange, very different than when I grew up. And I thought that was very weird. And I thought, well, man, I never came to the school to kind of notice and see what was going on. And I'm glad I did, because it was an eye opener to a lot of the policies and things that they would do. And then when my son came to me after he went back after that period, he said, Mom, I hate school. And I said, well, why do you hate school? You're only in second grade. You got a long time to go to school. And he said, because they only let me go to PE once a week. And I was like, once a week? So for a kid, that's like being in prison. So he felt like, well, dang, I don't like this. And then once we eventually transitioned over to, because I've homeschooled as well, but once we transitioned over to a smaller Christian school like Strong Rock, he was like, Mom, I get to do PE every day. And then, of course, eventually he did strength training every day, sports all the time. He just loved it. And then the fact that he could grow spiritually was just major, because you know they were going to do the investment of making sure the spiritual part of the kid was developing as well, because you can't leave that behind, you know. So I thought that was it's very needed, and I think a lot of kids in the public system get left behind when it comes to their spiritual growth, or get stunted, so to speak.
Body, soul, and spirit.
Yes, yes, it's three.
That's good, that's good. Final question, is there anything else the Lord put on your heart to share with us today about Strong Rock Christian School?
Strong Rock has been a surrogate family for us. Like I said, we went through some pretty tough times, and the school prayed for us. They didn't just, oh, we're just gonna do that. They actually came alongside of us and helped to bear us up in those times where we didn't know what we were gonna do. The times where we were really uncertain and unsure about what was gonna happen to us as a family. They were like, no, we're in this with you. I felt like they were in the trenches with us. They didn't just speak about it. They were truly the hands and feet of Jesus. And I had no idea a lot of days what I was going to do or what was going to happen or just where we were going to be. And just knowing that God had people planted here to be able to support us and love us where we were at that time, it's hard to get that. It's hard to get that in regular environment. So for a school to be able to do that was something very special. So that always kind of, I guess I always come back to that, because they've been there when a lot of people weren't, and they've supported us when a lot of people didn't. So you always have to remember who loved you and supported you in your hardest points in life.
Amen. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Keeper.
Tune in to Overcomers TV on your favorite app or streaming platform. It's time to overcome.
How would you like to partner with Overcomers TV? Become a ministry partner, spreading the good news about your ministry and Jesus Christ. We're selecting ministries for upcoming episodes of Answering the Call. We can also help you produce your own show. Partnering with us is easier than you think. Just visit our website, overcomerstv.live. Be an overcomer today with Overcomers TV.